Whew. Good morning, people of the Hulk Life. It is brisk. People of the Hulk Life. Woo! Happy New Year, it's 2020. So pretty much today on this vlog, all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to catch you guys up on some things that you've missed, which is a few things. I'm going to show you an awesome new kennel that I built, and we're going to talk about Kobe's teeth, and we're going to talk about Hulk and his neuter, because I feel like everybody asked me about that. I didn't touch on that. So that's pretty much what's going on today, and just some regular shenanigans. Yeah. People of the Hulk Life, welcome to 2020. Right? I promise you the most exciting year that I have yet to document and put on you. That is my goal. I have tripods and GoPros hooked up like everywhere that we're working on. We just redid the kennel, so that's what you're going to see in this video. Like, I just went crazy, and it started with, like, fixing one door. And then, all of a sudden, we just redid the whole thing. So, yeah, let's go ahead and watch that right now. Check out Hulk looking all legendary and shit in the window. Before and after the pre-wall. This is just ingenuity, people. That's it. Just got motivated to change this, so I just changed it up. Just gotta get the paint, back walls. Ryobi out here, appreciate the sponsor. showed those clips real quick at the end where I showed Kobe and then I showed Hulk, because I feel like those are some things from last year that we just need to close and we need to finish talking about real quick. So I am going to talk about this, what happened with Kobe and this titanium tooth right here. And this, what looks like a shark tooth right here. All right. So I want to tell you the story of how we got here to this, which that's the top of the tooth. That's supposed to be a canine, which sticks up to about here, right? Okay. So how we got here. You saw the first clip where the tooth snaps out of his mouth. If you haven't followed the saga, then go back. I'll try to link some of the videos in the description of what happened with his teeth from before. But basically, 20 years doing this work, I've never seen anything like that happen in my life. But, you know, things happen. So, just a quick little recap. We got him to, first, he had to get a consultation. So we got a consultation. And then we actually had to, we got bumped up in line. And somehow we got through a year of traffic. We got him in a month and a half. So we got him in really quickly. Dentist saw him, gave us other options, gave us the best plan. We decided on that, doing titanium for him since he was young, and he would really be best for him to have all his teeth so he grips the same and he kind of feels to as close as normal as he could. So we decided that was the route we were going to go. So the first thing that they do is they drill the tooth they basically root canal, right? So they hollow the tooth out. So when we brought him for that first procedure, he actually, midway through, he started bleeding too much. This is also all in the other episodes. But he started bleeding too much, I said, which is common sometimes in young dogs. So we just stopped the procedure. He had to go back, and then he had to come back, finish the root canal. So that was all done successfully. And then during the period of time when we were waiting for the root canal and we were waiting for the titanium tooth, which is actually made specifically for his mouth. This had to be made and sent, right? So while we were waiting for that, he chewed, right? And since he chewed, he basically, that's what it looked like. He cracked the tooth. So you can see, that's why they can't, that's actually, I understand why they can't do a full root canal on a dog now, because it's crazy. They can't only get on to the bottom. But anyways, as you can see, snapped the tooth completely off, chewed it completely off. So basically, they had no surface anymore to be able to attach the tooth. Because essentially, that's what it was supposed to look like in the mouth. Is basically, that's how it was supposed to sit, right? And that's what it would look like. But it didn't happen that way. And I wanted to be brief here because I don't want to talk too much because there's a lot to get to in this video. But that is one thing that I wanted to talk about, the fact that, now here we are. Obviously, he has 3 canines in his mouth now. It didn't make any sense. They were calling us basically saying, in order to try to save this one tooth, they might have to take out 2 other teeth, which it just doesn't make any sense to, take out his new teeth to potentially save this tooth where there could actually still be a problem with it later on down the line. It just all turned into just a whole big just cluster, and it just was man, we're just going to pull the tooth, and, we're going to try to bring him back to work this week. So that's something that's going to be in the vlog. We're going to bring him into the training room, and see what he wants to do, see if he's able to train, and see if he bites and he works the same. I actually honestly think he's going to be perfectly fine, but we'll see what it's like. So I just wanted to kind of just bring you guys up to speed on what happened with that story. So that's what happened with Kobe. Yeah, it basically was a $12,000 tooth extraction, basically, is what we ended up getting out of that. But hey, we tried because we wanted to do the best for him. We really wanted him to be able to have all 4 of his canines and like I said, for it to be just as close to normal as possible. But unfortunately, it is not the way the cookie crumbled for us. And, he's healthy, he's happy, he's perfectly fine. He's laying right here. I don't know if you can see him in the video because I can't actually see what we're looking at. But, yeah, so that's that story. So let me get to the next one. So the second portion of what you saw there was you saw Hulk at the vet. Now, obviously, I think and I hope most of you know that Hulk is neutered. Although I know you guys see old clips and you get all confused and you think it's oh my God, I thought he was neutered. Well, believe it or not, I do have archives of older stuff. So anyways, yes, Hulk was neutered, and I told you I was going to explain to you why, because a lot of people were oh, well, is it hereditary? I said it was for health reasons, which it was. not hereditary. It just was a very unfortunate circumstance, you know. So what actually happened with Hulk was he developed an infection on his prostate, which again is just, it's not something that you can notice. So we didn't notice any signs that there was something wrong with him until basically it had gotten to the point where, you know, it was too late, you know, which and nobody would have. There was no signs. So it was like we slowly caught on to it, but that's why he ended up having to be neutered. Yeah, it had nothing to do with overall hereditary health problems. It just was an unfortunate situation, you know, to where, you know, his prostate would he would, you know, have a abscess on his prostate, and basically we had a surgery which had it brought way down, and he had to take these antibiotics and these pills like pretty much like every day. So it was like, you know, we weren't going to have him on like pills and like antibiotics for the rest of his life just so he could like have his nuts. And there was a potential risk, you know, in his health that at any point the antibiotics, you know, he could become basically immune to them and they basically stop working, and he could become septic and die. So the second that was even like that even comes into the frame, like, you know, there's not even a question of what we're going to do here. So, you know, it wasn't a question of what we were going to do. The process that you guys were seeing was, you know, he actually, when he had the surgery, at first we didn't know too much about, like, you know, how kind of bad it was. When he had the surgery and he recovered from it really well, he actually recovered to the point of where he was producing sperm again. So we collected him a good amount of times, and then we got him neutered very swiftly afterward, because we knew that we weren't going to have him on antibiotics, because he was fine, you know, on the antibiotics and, you know, on the, you know, it's called finasteride that he actually was on. So he was on that, and he, you know, he was fine, you know, but obviously we're not going to keep him on that. It was twice a day, you know, twice a day he had to get these pills. So, you know, I mean, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, this business, like, the smallest part of our business is puppies, is breeding. I know you guys really don't know a lot about that, but the smallest part of this business is breeding dogs. Like, no matter what, once it became about his health risk, like a concern to him being alive, like, there was no question to what we were going to do. None at all. You know, so that was like instantly, you know what I mean? It wasn't even a thing to think about. So that's what happened, you know, with the situation with Hulk. So now that you know, secret's out, you got everything. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on those things in the first of the year. And yeah. Get to do a full review on this, but actually, kind of light. It's got the little mirror lights there, huh? But from my driving experience with it, which again wasn't tons, because I didn't drive it tons, but it's nice. It's got a good amount of room for a mid-sized car. It drives real clean. You know, it's great on gas, that's for damn sure. Press your button, you're back alive, there you are. Oh, we're in purple mode here. You know what we're doing, people. It's that time. Pulling up Berlin City. Oh, wait. I normally go in there, but I missed that turn. Here, we'll send it in right here. It's still open. Yeah, there. It's 6 o'clock right now. I gotta watch out. They be bombing through here. I'm still, gotta watch out around here. It's coming hot. Boom.